Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. I hope you're here to stay. So for today's video, I'm actually going to get ready. I'm going to work in a few hours, and I got new makeup in, so I thought I'd play with some new stuff, show you what I got, and also get ready for work. I am super excited to announce I'm doing my very first giveaway, so make sure to follow me on Snapchat and Instagram and Twitter. Twitter, I don't know if I'm going to announce it on Twitter. I don't really know. I just started to get back on Twitter. If you'd like, follow me on Twitter, but mainly make sure to follow me on Snapchat and Instagram. And in a couple days, I am going to post the giveaway, so just make sure to follow me so you can see all that. Oh, and make sure you also have to subscribe to my channel. So that's the announcement I have to make. So let's quickly get started. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe because you're already watching. Let me help you out, girl. Go ahead and just subscribe down there. I'll wait. Don't worry. Okay, so let's quickly get right into the video. Right here, like full of my new makeup. So I usually start with the eyes first, so I'm going to show you the new palette that I got. Well, two of them. Of new things. So I'm super excited. If you guys are VIB with Sephora, I was able to get 20% off. So I got 3 palettes. I got this one, which I'm super excited about. Super excited. I'm super excited about. And also I'm really excited for this one. Like I said, I did get a 3rd palette, but that one will be in my giveaway. Look how pretty that is. It's adorable. So, but for this video, I'm going to go ahead and play with the Saint and Sinner palette from Kat Von D. And I'm not going to do like a full-on glam look. I think I am just going to play with a few shades, like I said, because I do have a lot to... I have a lot going on in this video, so I'm just gonna slap on some shadow. But this is what the Saint and Sinner palette looks like. It is so adorable. The names are on the back. I absolutely love this palette. I cannot wait to try it. But as always, I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows. I did get a request to do a brow tutorial. I know I did one already. But I need to update it because it's not the way I do my brows anymore. I don't use a dip brow anymore, so I need to update that. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows, and I will be right back. All right, so I am done with that brows. My eyes are primed. So yesterday I wore my lashes, and they were the same ones that I used when I wore like glitter eyeshadow. So the glitter that was left on the band was like rubbing against my eye. I have like a bump on my eye and it itches and it hurts. The Saint and Sinner palette from Kat Von D. By the way, ignore my eyebrows. This eyebrow just was not having it today. It is a mess. She's all over the place. She just didn't want to cooperate. So yeah, we're just gonna have to ignore that brow today. So this is a Saint and Sinner palette from Kat Von D, and this is what it looks like inside. It is so adorable. I love it. I hope you can see it all. Like I said, I'm not going to do a full-on glam. I'm just going to do something real quick just so I can get started. My eyes are already primed if I didn't mention. So I think I'm going to go in with, okay, these names, forget it. Cat girl, what'd you do this? Okay, hold on. We're gonna do Martyr. I don't know. I will leave the names below because I'm probably gonna butcher this, but it's gonna be this shade right here. If you were expecting like a full-on glam look, I'm sorry, not today. And I still have glitter like on my eye. It hurts. Okay, so this shadow right now is it's not as pigmented. I really had to load up my brush now to get some I haven't messed with Kat Von D shadows since she had those palettes that looked, what was it? Her first palettes I think she ever came out with, or her second one, it was, I think, was it the Beethoven palette or whatever? Those were super pigmented. I love her black. Her black is probably one of the most pigmented blacks I've played with. And intense too. Her blacks, I don't know about now, but her black was always super intense and I loved it. What I'm going to use is Devil right here. I'm trying not to tilt. Ooh. It's this orange shade right here. Okay, so that's what my brush looks like. It looks pretty pigmented. Let's see. Okay. I feel like the shade's a tad bit patchy. I don't know, maybe it's just me. So I'm gonna start at the corner here, the outer corner. And I kind of like to buff it in first and then work in windshield wiper motions. But I'm gonna kind of build this up just a little bit. Maybe if we pat it in. Like, it's a pretty shade. It's not my favorite orange. I do have quite a few oranges. And I mean, I will do more tutorials with this palette if I like it. I'm gonna use this one right over here. And like I said, I'm gonna butcher these names, so I will leave them down below or on the screen somewhere. And this is what the shade looks like. It's like a nice shimmer. Really pretty. It's like it's almost like a glitter. It's so pretty. So I'm gonna throw that all over the lid. I'm gonna try with my brush dry and we'll see. Oops, girl, we're forgetting our glitter glue. Because if not, the shade will be all over the place. That's pretty. Yeah, it's cute. Okay, so with the glitter glue, that was pretty good. It didn't need to be wet. I'm gonna kind of make it more intense. Thank God that wasn't the Kat Von D palette. I'm gonna make this more intense. Okay, that helped a little bit. So I'm going to just blend Devil into my outer corner and kind of blend this out a little bit, and we'll see. I'm gonna go ahead and use A Man. It's just this like cream shade. It's not like a white, it's just like a nice creamy shade, and I'm gonna use that just right above my brow bone. Oh, that's pigmented, girl. And I'm just gonna pat it on. This shade kind of got everywhere else but where I want it, but it's alright. Okay, that looks a little better. Okay. So I really didn't explain this palette. So you get a total of 24 shades here. You have 3 finishes. We have metallics, velvety mattes, and shimmering pearls. And the 2 at the top right here are glimmer shades. It says glimmer on the thing. I'm reading it online because I wanted to make sure I read this right. And these shades would be more towards toppers. They're probably not gonna work as a complete eyelid shade, but there's one of them right here. And there's another one right here, super pretty. I would probably think these would be more toppers. So these shades are buildable, which is true. I felt like I had to build this up to my my personal preference, but yeah. So that's the Saint and Sinner palette. Very, very nice, very, very well made. I'm actually really, really impressed with this palette, the way it's made. I'm going to try more shadows soon. Maybe we'll throw this in another tutorial, but we will see. So far that did work out pretty well. That thing I have on top of my eye is killing me. I'm actually starting to hurt. We are going to do the face with my Urban Decay Quick Fix. My face has really been enjoying that. I did purchase a MAC lotion, an oil control lotion, but I forgot I already put my moisturizer on, so, and my face has been just a tad bit dry, so we're not gonna do that. So for my primer, I'm gonna go in with the, I think this is pronounced Boschka. This is the Perfecting White Charcoal Mattifying Primer. I absolutely love this primer. I don't use it all the time because it's a bit pricey. So I just kind of throw that around my pores. So I'm gonna kind of let that sit. And I'm gonna go in with the, I like to color correct around my mouth. Y'all know I'm just using an e.l.f. color corrector. So for foundation, I was gonna use the BH Cosmetics liquid foundation. This is a Naturally Flawless foundation. Only thing is, okay, so this is in the shade 212 Light Olive. I will say BH Cosmetics wasn't real happy with the way my stuff was packaged because I've only used this one time and I already have, and even when I opened it at my mom's house, I saw this and I was like, what in the world is that? So I don't know what happened there. I've used this one time. This foundation, I think I would have liked it had it been my shade. This is again Light Olive, and this literally looks, or like the second to the lightest shade in the foundation lines. Like it's just really, I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but let me swatch it. It's just really, really light. It's super thick. This foundation is really thick. I don't know if you can pick it up. Like it's just super duper light. And online it looked pretty dark, but no, it's way too light for me. It lasted around the 4-hour mark. I was already getting a little greasy. And it's just a very thick foundation. It was the packaging or what, but when I saw that my foundation had like that, like it just wasn't full, like that piece that I showed you, I was like, what in the world? So I'm not gonna use that foundation today because, and I was super excited for it, and yeah, no, I'm just not gonna use that. I may get those NYX color droppers where it adds a bit of color to it to help it. It doesn't mess with the foundation. All it does is just add color. It doesn't add any coverage. They're just drops that either make your foundation darker or lighter. I may pick that up so you guys can actually see the foundation and what I mean. Because it was just like, I was freaking out. I was like, what in the world happened? But it looked really nice on my skin. It was just really thick and sticky, and I just wasn't having it, so yeah, no. I was real excited for that foundation. I waited so long for it, and it just, And the foundation, I was like, man, do I have a winner? Because I think the foundation was on sale for $6. It's originally 12, and yeah, no. I may have to just ship that back, because no. So for foundation right now, all I'm using, I'm actually been loving, believe it or not, the Fenty Beauty with some Becca. I've been mixing the Becca Ultimate Coverage Foundation with the Fenty Beauty. And I really, really love it. It's so awesome. Okay. So my foundation is on. Oh my gosh, the eyebrow is making me sick. I hate it. So for my concealer today, surprisingly, I'm not going to be using the Tarte. I did also pick up the MAC concealer, but I already used it, so that's kind of pointless. So I'm going to be using the BH Cosmetics Studio Pro Total Coverage Concealer, and I got shade 104. So it says, hide imperfection, neutralize discoloration, and brighten your complexion instantly with our Studio Pro Total Coverage Concealer on opaque liquid cream that gives you appearance of perfect skin. Well, let's just see about that. I'm all in for perfect skin. And my highlight. So I'm going to use this to highlight. So this has a yellow undertone. Which is nice. It'll help. It feels really, really nice. Like, it doesn't feel super thick where I'm gonna look like a cakey queen. Okay, so that's probably a lot. I probably didn't think this all the way through, but that's okay. We're already in. We're in and we're ready to go. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with my sponge and I'm gonna blend it. Okay, this dries really, really fast. Okay, so a little goes a long way. I probably went crazy and I didn't need to because, yeah, that's a lot. Okay, so I'm just gonna keep blending. I will say my under eye does look good. I just put way too much of it. I went a little crazy and I still have a lot of concealer. So I went a little crazy with my concealer. That's my bad. That was my fault. But it almost dries, so I don't feel it really sticky or anything. But we'll see. In the description box, I will leave everything down below, how I felt about everything. Hopefully I remember. Okay, so I just set my eye real quick so I don't crease anymore. So yeah, I will list everything down below, how I felt. Hopefully, again, I remember because I tend to always say that and I forget. So I'm just gonna go in with my, let's see, do I have anything else? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish off the rest of my face, come back, and we're gonna throw on a new highlighter palette that I got. And yeah, and just finish off the rest of the video. So I will be right, guys. So I went ahead and I put some lashes on. Of course, y'all know these Everlash lashes, not the hair. Everlash lashes. I get these for 89 cents, 107. I don't know if you can get these online anywhere, but if you are in the valley somewhere, just find a South Tex beauty supply store and they have these lashes, and if you are licensed, you get a discount on them. So I like them. I'm using Jordana Cosmetics. This is just an easy liner, right? That's what it says. Yeah, easy liner. And I'm using the shade Black. So I'm just gonna take a Mary Kay brush and I know, Mary Kay, what? And I'm just gonna smoke out the lower lash line. And for that, I think I'm gonna use shade right here. It's a metallic. I think I'm gonna go in with Rosary. So I'm just gonna take a brush like this. My brush is loaded and I'm just gonna apply it underneath. Ooh. That is gorgeous. Wow. That is so beautiful. I really, really do like this shade. Wow. And I'm gonna take a Morphe 443 brush and I'm just gonna blend out those edges. A little bit of orange on the brush. I didn't put more of it, it's just what was left. And I'm just gonna blend out that shade. Just a hard line right at the bottom. Okay, so right in the inner corner, I think I am going to try out one of those glimmer shades. I hope that palette does not fall. And I'm gonna take Absolution. I think that's the shade name. It's gonna be this one right over here. It's one of those glimmer shades I'm gonna go ahead and use. Just right in the inner corner. It goes on the brush really well. Oh my goodness. Whoa. That just added. So this is definitely like a topper. So I'm gonna find a white shade, which would probably be Baptism right here. Because it's glittery, but it needs definitely something under it. So I'm gonna go with Baptism right under here. It's not a white, it's like a pinkish, like a very, very light pink. It looks like it. Has a hint of a pink. It's not completely white. And I'm gonna use that first. Okay, and then I'm actually gonna spray my brush. Let's see what happens. Because that was very glittery. But there was no color payoff on it, so. Oh yeah, that's better. It has a little bit of fallout. I do have quite a bit of glitter on my face. But that looks so pretty. I love that. It's not a heavy amount of glitter, like not like, it's not super, super glittery. But by itself, I could tell like it just, there was no color payoff. It was mainly glitter. So yeah, it needed that extra. So definitely for that one, that's probably more of a topper. The pink one, maybe it'll be a little different. Okay, so for the next thing that I'm super excited to talk about, I actually ordered from BH Cosmetics as well. I've heard a lot of people talk about this on the internet, so I thought I'd go ahead and try it out for myself. And if you haven't checked out BH Cosmetics, I recommend you do, because they always have a whole bunch of sales all the time and you can get really good deals. So this palette, this highlighting palette, let me show it to you. I believe this highlighting palette is originally, I think it's originally $12 and I got it 30% off, I think. I can't really remember, and I threw away my receipt to show you. But I swatched this on Snapchat and Instagram, so if you missed that, make sure to follow me on those so you don't miss any more swatches or when I talk about products that I get in the mail. So yeah, just make sure to follow me on that so you don't miss any of that. But yeah, I did swatch this on Snapchat and Instagram, and I got so, especially on Instagram, people were like, what is that? And so this palette, I dropped this one, so I can't really show it to you. I was a little excited and I kind of just threw this palette on top of something. These shadows are very, very soft, so they will break really fast. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch them anyways for you guys. I have a little bit of time. So I'm gonna start from the top of the, I'm gonna go ahead and start from this way and then we'll go this way. So here is, I think this is SEPHORA. Girl, I can't even read. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna swatch that. I'm gonna start here. Okay. This is Dream. These are probably horrible swatches. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to show you these colors because I can't tilt the... This is Radiance because I can't tilt the palette over because that will spill. And I will say these feel so good. Like they feel like a luxury highlighting palette. I have a few highlighters that are a little more on the pricey side. Not super, super pricey, but they're not cheap like this palette was. And they're so like gritty. Like they just feel like they just have like that tough layer on top. And this one for the price feels so good. So now I'm going to start from the bottom row. This is Glow. Sorry, I'm like sticking the finger. I hope I have that right. That's Glow. I put better swatches on Instagram and Snapchat, so these aren't probably the best. This one is Allure. And then the one that I broke is Vivid, which is that one right there. So these are all the swatches, which aren't thebomb.com, excuse me. That is my fault. And I did swatch them on my hand before I put them online or before I even put it on Instagram. And I went like this to kind of get them off, and my hand just looks so wet. Like, it was so beautiful. I love when highlights give me that wet look. I really don't like to look glittery. I like my highlight to look nice and wet. I have a little bit of texture on my skin, so when I have like that glitter look to my highlight, a lot of my highlighters do have like a glittery look, but I don't really wear them as often because I have texture and I don't like the way it looks on top of my texture. So use Allure, which is this one right here. Sorry, I don't want to tilt it because that will fall, which is that one right here. It's like a pinkish highlighter. The camera really doesn't get much when I put it on my cheek, so I'm gonna apply it to my nose first and we'll see. I have not used this palette, I've only swatched it. I was dying to use it. I was like, maybe I should just use it and, you know, just let them know that I did use it, but I was like, nah, what's the excitement? What if it's not that great? So I haven't used this at all. It's my first time using it. I've only swatched it, so let's apply it to the nose. Ooh, wow. Okay. Cupid's bow. Ooh. Oh my goodness. That is gorgeous. You guys. And they're blending so nicely. Ooh, that's a little intense. Slow your, do you see that? Like my cheek just looks wet. Like it doesn't look glittery, it just looks wet. As of right now, this is probably one of my favorite affordable highlighters. I cannot stop looking at my highlighter. Oh my gosh, it was just, it went on so beautifully and it looks so beautiful. So I really am going to pick up the other highlighting palette, but this one is a hell yeah. I'm just gonna let y'all know that right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and get ready, finish the rest of my makeup, which is just my lips, and curl my lashes, and I will be right back. Alright guys, so that is the end of today's video. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I love doing get ready with me's. I do need to show you something else that I got. So I did from BH Cosmetics. I was actually going to use them today, but my eye is not cooperating with me. So I did pick up these glitters from BH Cosmetics. I got a really, I don't own a gold and I don't own a red. So I had to pick up these, and I think these were like $3. I picked up the red because hello, Christmas is coming up, and most likely I'm gonna put glitter on. So that's that one. It's so pretty. Sorry if you hear my dog. And this is in deep red. So this is another thing that bothered me when I got this. I have not opened it. I only opened it one time to check if it was fully closed. I don't know if you can see it, but in the package, there's already glitter in there. So with like the NYX Cosmetics, they have like a wrapper on it to make sure like it's nice and sealed. This one is just the way it is. There was no wrapper on it. So it probably, the little fine glitters probably, you know, came through the thing. I don't know. I don't know. BH, you gotta work on that packaging, because that was my only complaint about the packaging from BH Cosmetics. It's the only thing that really got to me is how the foundation was packaged. Well, not packaged. I keep saying packaged, but how it was put in, because I'm telling you, I've only used this one time, and this is the way I got it. So I don't know if maybe it was just sitting somewhere for too long or what, but yeah, when I opened up the box when I first got it, that's what it looked like. I was a little concerned. And then of course the glitter, but this glitter wasn't tightly, the top wasn't tightly on there, so I can probably see why there was glitter on there, or glitter in the box. Or let's review some of the products that I put on. The Saint and Sinner palette. Love. So far, love. The only problem I did have with this palette, I'm trying to talk so fast, I'm sorry guys. The only problem I did have with this palette is of course that transition shade wasn't, it just kind of didn't look like the way it did in the pan, but it is buildable. So I kind of see why it was doing that. The palette does claim to be buildable. So most likely it's going to start very light and you just have to build it to your own, which is good because not everybody likes intense colors. I liked every shade that I used on my eye today. I'm actually really digging the lid color. Phenomenal, beautiful. That rosary shade at the bottom, gorgeous. The Absolution that I used right here, amazing. I love the glitter that it has. It's not too intense, but you can still see some little specks of glitter, which is really pretty. And I really do like it. So far this palette I'm going to keep. I have that, of course, a Huda Beauty palette, but I will use that in another tutorial to show you guys, because I want to do something fun with it. I cannot find my concealer, but I can only find the box. So, here it is. This concealer. I do like it so far. I really like the way my under eye looks, and it doesn't look bad. It didn't emphasize any pores. It didn't cling to anything, so that is good. Again, I did go in with a really thick eye cream, or it's not even eye cream. It's like a line filler. It's a cream to fill in any lines. So, and it was pretty thick. So right now, underneath my eye, like right under, it does look a bit thick. It does look like a little heavy. But I honestly think that is the cream that I used, because even when I applied it, before I applied any makeup, I checked my under eyes to see if it was dry, and it was just really thick and sticky. So I'm probably not going to use that cream ever again under my eye. But this concealer does crease a little bit, but that's normal. My Tarte creases, my MAC creases, so that is not a problem to me. It's nothing new. But I really do like how my face looks right here. Like, it just looks flawless. Especially on my forehead. Around, just anywhere I use this concealer, it looks so good. So far, I really do like this concealer. What else did I use that was new? Oh. This one. This palette. Girl. You guys need to pick up this palette. Do not sleep on this palette. Do not miss this palette. Like I said, if you do buy anything from BH Cosmetics or you want to check out their website, keep checking, follow them on Instagram because they always have amazing deals. They also extend their deals. I know they did one for not Black Friday. They did a 30% off for, I don't know what it was, and they extended it. So I was able to pick this up along with the foundation, along with the concealer. I was able to pick everything up and I got 30% off my purchase because not all their products fall within their, with their discount, but this did fall in their discount. Their concealer, I believe, was $4. The glitters came out to like $2 a piece, I think. I will leave all that information down below because I can't really remember what I got the glitters for and this exactly, and I don't have time to pick up my phone and look that up. So, but I did get everything for a really, really good discounted price because of their 30% off sale, I believe they had, or I think at the time, yeah, I believe it was 30 or 20, one of them, but nothing I got was over $10. So I was really, really, really happy. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. And again, make sure to follow me on Instagram and Snapchat because I do talk about also makeup and I do also mini tutorials on Snapchat. Don't forget the giveaway that I will be doing, a sneak peek. I did give on Snapchat, so that's why you guys need to follow me Snapchat so you don't miss that stuff. So yeah, make sure to follow me on Instagram so you can keep up with the giveaway. I will be posting that probably after I upload this. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful day and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.